Welcome back to the channel. Dane Scott from Dane Scott's Truckers Lounge. This is going to be episode number 3 in the restoration series that we did on my 1966 Kenworth K125 Cabover. And the designation between K100, which you usually hear, and K125 is, K125 meant it had aluminum cross braces between the steel frames. So that's what that designation means, in case any of you ever wondered. So anyway, this is the third installation on that process. So I got a lot to show you, and I told you in the last one that I'd tell you why that engine wouldn't turn over when we tried it the first time. Actually, the second and third time, and it never turned over. So anyway, stick around town, make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get going.
Gears in a 9-speed hood, I'd pull it in if I knew I could. The old truck stop's been gone a long time, so kick it in the rear and put the hammer down. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? 18 wheels just laying it down, and you can hear that humming sound. Pouring coal from a bright chrome stack, riding soft like a Cadillac. It's my life, it's my love, it's my Peterbilt 359.
I'm watching you guys.
All right, as promised, I'll tell you the reason why we couldn't get the engine to turn over on this truck. It's an 8V71 Detroit diesel, but it would not go, man. We hit the starter, we got that situation figured out. We went from a 24 volt to a 12 volt starter. Look at the second episode of the restoration and you'll see all that. But you'll see in that episode, if you watched it, you'll see a whole bunch of mouse nest was in the flywheel. Now, who would think that a mouse nest of just, you know, grass and stuff that they put together would stop a flywheel? Actually, what it did was it got caught between the flywheel teeth and the starter teeth, and it stopped and locked that engine from turning over. Just a mouse nest. So once we figured that out, got in there and cleaned all that garbage out of there, lo and behold, bada bing, bada boom. She fired, well, she didn't fire up, she turned over. We didn't want it to fire up right away because we had messed with the injector. So anyway, watch those previous episodes, 1 and 2 of the restoration. This is number 3. So let's get going and see what we're doing.
I gotta slice these because I can't get to those bolts, and you'll never get them out anyways. They're all rusted. So I'm just cutting this side of the bracket off, and then the other side I'll be able to get to those. You see, you can get to the back on that side. Okay, I'm through all 4 of them. So that'll let me get through on this side, and then we'll just take off the bolts on this side. Actually, I think I'll go ahead and just cut it off anyways. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Okay, I've got everything but one little one left, and I got the jack under it so it will not be dropping, at least theoretically. Actually I can take it off because the straps are cut. All right, so let's try it. Whoa, it's coming right out of the bottom. Coming right out of the bottom. But I don't want it to come out of the bottom because it's dripping oil. So we'll just drop her down on the jack, pull it out.
Okay. Looks like it's going to balance itself. And I'll just roll it over to where I want to set it down for good. Maybe put a bungee strap on it to strap it together so the bottom doesn't come off because there's oil in that. Yeah, so even the best stinking intentions, that bottom flipped over when I tried to lift it off of there level. And there you have it. Thus, cat litter or whatever that absorbent stuff is our friend. Anyway, let's look at what we did yesterday. Not a whole lot, but it's all preparatory. It's all building. So what we did was, the studs came for the exhaust, and you have to have those in because of the cooling system. Coolant, it stops the coolant from coming through. So we got those in, and everything sealed up. We had a few bad coolant lines, you know, that leaked. So we plugged quite a few places, but the purpose was to do a pressure check on the cooling system. So we got everything filled up. The water is filled up right to the brim. We have absolutely nothing leaking. However, we didn't get to do the pressure check because we couldn't get the cap of the pressure tool to seal right. We tried, you know, we tried to make sure it sealed, and it seems like it should have, you know, but there is a special cap, I guess, and Mr. Wizard found it and he ordered one, so we'll visit that again. But at least Grasshopper's holding his water just fine. He's holding his water. Air cleaner removed, all cut off, which I think you saw that. And of course, that one's the one that's going to go on. And several of you remarked, you know, when I made the comment, look at how clean it is, it's like brand new. Yeah, I know that's the outside. The air goes through the inside. But I was just making the point that if it's that clean, it must be a pretty good filter still. So we'll see. Today, I'm going to go pick up the new mufflers. I ordered them locally at a local parts store who always takes care of me. They can get stuff, a lot of truck parts stuff. Some of the auto stores can get the parts. And I kind of figured with all the high shipping of the mufflers that I could get them ordered through my local auto parts dealer. And sure enough, yep, I got a good deal on them and they'll be in today. So I still am waiting for these to arrive any day. The bells, or if that's the bell, that's the bell, that's the funnel, whatever. Those are coming. My mufflers will be here. The rain caps are here. The clamps are here. And this came yesterday. Let's open this bad boy up. Ah! Woo! This is awesome. Dun 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 dun. As she comes out of the box. Oh yeah, thank you for protecting it too. Sometimes you get things and they don't protect the chrome. She's on there tight. Now we're cooking with gas. Man, just soak it in. What's a truck without chrome? All right, so what I'm going to do, this is 4 feet, or actually they told me it was 47 inches, whatever. I'm going to cut it in half. And so my stacks will only be like 2 feet with the little rain caps on it. I think that'll look cool. So there's that little bad boy. We'll put him in the box so he doesn't get ruined until the day that he gets put on top of the mufflers. Which I want to show you how you get an engine that looks like this to an engine that starts looking like this. And it's not by painting over everything. You have to get in here. Look at how bad this is, okay? What you do, it's lots of labor. It's time consuming. You start doing this. Everywhere you can get a single-edged razor blade scraper. And it's got to be that. A putty knife works, but it trips up on hard, you know, deposits or, you know, grease and oil that's old like this. I mean, this stuff's old. So, yeah, I know it's a pain in the rear end, but this is what we got to do to get a nice result. Something that we're proud of, to jack up the cab on our Cabovers or open the hood on our conventionals and show it off. So what happens is, you say, well, you can't get it all like that. You certainly can't get it all in there. This is true. But this helps break it up so that your wire brush then will be much more effective. And you just lightly, you don't have to push down hard, you just lightly kind of go around a corner like this so that you can get it all off. And then the wire brush will take care of a lot more of it. I won't say 100%, but yeah. And sometimes, if it won't push, you gotta slide it, okay? Push sometimes, and other times, you have to slide it and kind of slice. That's the same way that you do with decals on doors that are hard to remove, and you're trying to get them off with a straight edge or something and it's not moving. Slide sideways as you're pushing up, and you'll be amazed at how much more progress you can get. So this is what I'm doing today. It takes time, but the end result is worth it. So the wire brush will come in here and be a lot more effective. And then you'll also have to do it because you have to scrape all of your surfaces for gaskets. See? All that's got to be, see that coming off of there? Yep. You got to get all that off before you put your new gaskets on. And it comes off. There again, using the side method, you'll get it off. Yep. So that's what you got to do to all your surfaces, because you want them sealed. See up here, this let's get some light here. Okay, there's some light. And what's nice, this blade actually, you can see it broke. And it kind of makes it nicer to get in some areas that you couldn't get into with a full blade either. But go to Harbor Freight, get yourself some single-edged razor blades and a scraper, and
you too can have results.
You too can have a nice looking vintage truck engine. Even though it was covered in 45 years of grime and deposits. Yeah. Now granted, you're not going to get down there. You just do the best you can. You got to suck it all out, which I've got a lot of that crap out of there from all the mises and all the squirrels and chipmunks and crap. You just got to kind of get down there with what you can, scrape and suction it with your shop vac. But most all areas that that you can see, yeah, you can get to them. And you can get the deposits off and then get the wire brush after it to get the rest. Like I said, it's not 100% and it's not a true take it apart restoration and, you know, everything's like new. That's a whole different subject. And that isn't a subject that we deal with here at the Truckers Lounge. At the Truckers Lounge, we do the best we can to make our vintage trucks look, run, and go down the road safely the best they can, like the old days, and enjoy it and not be stressing over how many rivets there are. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying, Bird? We do that in the model railroad hobby. Guys that are real picky about how many rivets or the model makers miss on their models. They'll be like, that's supposed to have, you know, 150 rivets and they only have 100 on there. It doesn't even look right. And hey, come on. Really? So that takes away your enjoyment? You know, some of us are kind of goofy. So, okay, enough yakking. So there you go. Still a lot to do yet, but that's today's work. So you can start to kind of see how the dark brown and green works together nice. The whole frame, even when it's cut off, that'll all be dark chocolate brown. And the cab, of course, will be close to these greens. It'll be something not the same, but it'll be close. So, I gotta tell you guys, my fears about hopefully not finding a snake anywhere on this truck have been realized. However, there's no danger. See that? Yeah, one of our little buddies definitely crawled up in there. All right, the old junk is off of there. Well, I wish these were in better shape, but yeah, I don't think I can save it, especially the other one. But we got it handled. This guy again, he just can't keep away.
No, it's because you keep calling me back.
Look
I'm
at
a
how,
repeat customer. You need a guy that can polish for you.
yeah, look at how good this bumper's coming out. Oh my goodness.
He's gonna lose his mind when I'm done with it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Marge, I was going to take you for a ride today.
Well, looks like Short's gonna.
I don't know if I'm going to get to it.
No, like the rains might be moving out.
Got so much going on to get this truck ready. Of course, we're getting ready for the cutoff. Here's where we're going to do this right about here. Just come across, do us a 45 and down. And bye-bye torsion bar and locked up brakes and yeah, no, we didn't want to mess with that. So we'll get the cutoff from the 352 Peterbilt. It's air leaf. Junior's taking care of us on that and various other parts. And look here, yeah, got the air cleaner kind of mocked up enough to know that it's too high, so I'm going to have to make a bracket that extends where it mounts down. So we'll get it down, and then the outlet or inlet, whatever you want to say, outlet to the motor is going to have to come over here so it can come down. So then I'll have to do some kind of voodoo here and make the pipe go in there. There's the pipe, but I'm sure it's going to have to be modified. We'll see, because number one, this is 7-inch, and this is 7-inch, which used to be 6-inch, so that makes it ride high. Plus, I think it's riding a little high anyways, but we'll figure it out. It's all in the process. It's all in the mix. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the, what do they say? It's baked in the cake. That's it. Okay. Did I show you this? I'm testing out colors here. I decided instead of gold, because gold just, it kind of, I don't know, it looks, I don't like it. It doesn't pop. This is called, what is it? Buckskin. This is vinyl that I use for my sign business. High performance vinyl. So that's what we're going to use. This will be the light green. This will not be the dark green. I went too dark. So I'm going up today to fix that little situation. I got to get closer to this. That was just too dark. I don't know what I was thinking. I must not have had enough of trucker's coffee that day. I don't know. Okay, girls and boys, boys and girls. Look, there's the original green underneath them decals. Pretty cool, huh? Oh, look at all that garbage. Now, after heating it all up and doing the old slide pattern with the razor blade, it's better than pushing. Pushing just gets gooey. If you kind of slide and heat as you go, and keep your fingers out of the path of that heat gun, it works wonders. You guys are not going to believe this. I guarantee it. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it for myself. Taking off the clearance lights, which are original heavy metal ones. I don't like these though. I mean, for a Kenworth, they usually had like a different one, but they're not available anymore, so I ordered, you know, the LED ones like I have all of my trucks. And I gotta tell you, every single time I've done this job, I have had to use the grinder to tear apart the clearance lights, the old ones, to get to the studs, to saw them off and hold them above the cab so that when they're real hot from sawing them off, they don't drop in and start a fire. I mean, it's just been hours. Not so with Grasshopper. These screws come out with hardly any effort. I couldn't believe it. The first one over there, I'm like, what? This has got to be an anomaly. But the rest of them, same way. Okay, I've got them all out. I thought I would just show you. Watch. I haven't touched this, on my honor. Look. Is that crazy or what? I wouldn't believe it. I'm telling you, if somebody told me they were taking the old original clearance lights off of a 66 truck, I'd tell them, get your grinder, you're gonna need it. Nope, not with this one. Unbelievable. And they're really not that terrible bad. I mean, I don't think they've been changed. They're original. They're the old metal ones, and look at the condition of them. I mean, those are original. Let's see what we got here. Oops. Here we go. Unbelievable. I am so happy. I mean, yeah. I mean, usually I'm having to pray through after swearing on these things. Wow. I am so pleased that I don't have to have this terrible mess up here to clean up, and so when the new ones come after the roof is painted, I can just put them on. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so while we're up here, let's talk. This truck was originally black. I have found black everywhere, around the headlights, on the sides, underneath the kick plates, just below the door, up here on the roof. I mean, I don't know if there was a stripe scheme on it or not. I'd really like to know, and I would love to find out, or even see a picture of it that color. But I like a black truck with stripes on it. But we're going to leave Grasshopper. Grasshopper wouldn't be Grasshopper if he was black. So, but that's what this black is up here. And of course, it's all sun. The sun took most of it off for me. So yeah, not going to be a big deal up here to get this painted and covered. Also, amazingly enough, all of the little screws came out of the horn. Now, neither one of these air horns are working. And I did a video a year or 2 years ago about taking these all apart. This is the diaphragm. Taking them apart and cleaning that all out in there and putting them back together, and they usually work. So wish me luck. Okay, all back together, screwed back on. Let's see what happens. Right there is where we need to be. Help me out here, guys. Cross your fingers. because I really would like this to work. Sounds like it wants to. All right. Thanks for your help. Okay, before we wrap it up, guys, I want to show you some more artwork from Norb Lisinski, who is up from Canada, Northern Way. Hey, and I'm going to give you a link here, how to get his goodies. Look at this, is all artwork that he has done. Here's his latest GMC Astro, beautiful. And he makes cards. I mean, you can send them for happy birthdays, get well, thinking of you, blah, 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 whatever you want. You can order cards and send them, and you also get envelopes with the cards, and of course he's done big pictures. Look at this. I think I showed you this guys before, but man, I've still got to get this framed, but that's his work. That's his work. He's got 4070As. He's got stuff that he's done for the Moving On series. Remember that with Frank Converse, and he was Sonny Pruitt's partner there. I can't remember his real name, but anyways, the Moving On series. He's done this artwork. He's also done artwork for Smokey and the Bandit, just all kinds of things. So you guys might want to go to the link down here and check out his work and maybe buy something.